My friends, today I want to share something that can completely change the way money flows in your home. Many of us work hard, save, and think that keeping money in our homes will make us secure, but the truth is, if you place money in the wrong spots, it can attract poverty instead of wealth. Yes, there are 7 places in your home where keeping money can actually block prosperity, and once you know them, your financial life can shift dramatically. The first place is under your bed. Many people hide cash there thinking it is safe, but the energy under the bed is heavy and stagnant. It absorbs negative vibrations and keeps your money trapped, preventing it from multiplying. Instead of wealth, you attract stagnation and financial struggles. Money needs movement and energy, not a dusty, dark corner under your bed. The second place is near your bathroom. Some people keep money in drawers or boxes in bathrooms thinking it is hidden. But bathrooms are spaces where energy drains away, where water washes away negativity but also washes away prosperity. Keeping money there invites leakage, financial leakage, stress, and missed opportunities. Your wealth cannot thrive in a place of waste and drainage. The third place is the kitchen sink area. Many put envelopes or jars of savings on or near the kitchen counter or sink. Water, though essential for life in this context, can symbolize financial loss if placed near your money. Whenever you clean dishes, wash vegetables, or drain water, you subconsciously send energy of loss to your savings. Money should be stored where energy is stable, not flowing away. The fourth place is the entrance hall or doorway. People sometimes keep money in shoe racks, drawers, or tables right by the entrance for convenience. But entrances are like energy gates. They allow both good and bad energy to flow. Keeping money near the main door exposes it to wandering energy, uncertainty, and instability. Your wealth deserves a protected, grounded place, not a space of constant coming and going. The fifth place is on the floor, especially in corners. Some put cash under rugs or in corner shelves on the floor thinking it is safe. But floors absorb energy from movement and stress, and corners tend to trap stagnant energy. Money kept there becomes inactive, it cannot grow, it cannot attract opportunities, and it slowly loses its vibrancy. Always elevate your savings, even if just a little, so energy circulates positively. The sixth place is in cluttered areas. Many of us hide money in drawers full of old bills, papers, or unused items. This may seem like a clever idea, but clutter blocks energy. The energy around your money needs to be clear, open, and active. When surrounded by chaos, your wealth is also caught in that chaos. It cannot breathe. It cannot attract abundance, and instead it stays dormant or even disappears. And finally, the seventh place is in bedrooms where electronics dominate. Some people keep cash near computers, TV, or phones thinking it is convenient. But electronics emit constant energy, often chaotic and restless. This unsettled energy does not allow money to settle, to grow, or to invite luck. Your wealth needs calm, positive energy to multiply, not interference from electronic vibrations. Friends, knowing these 7 places is the first step. The next step is action. Remove money from these areas immediately. Find calm, elevated, stable spaces, ideally in drawers or cabinets in clean, positive energy areas. Activate your wealth by respecting the energy around it. When you do this, the change can be felt almost immediately. Opportunities come easier. Expenses feel lighter, and your money begins to grow instead of disappearing. Remember, money is alive, it has energy. Treat it with respect, protect it from negative spaces, and watch poverty leave your home. Your home should be a magnet for abundance, not a trap for lack. Today, take a moment to see where your money is kept and make a conscious decision to shift it. Once you do, you will invite prosperity, stability, and true financial growth into your life. So friends, these are the 7 places to never keep money if you want wealth to flow. Under your bed, near the bathroom, by the kitchen sink, at the entrance, on the floor or corners, in cluttered areas, and next to electronic devices. Remove your money from these spaces and your home will start to become a temple of abundance, not a trap for poverty. Wealth is waiting for you, but only if you place your money in the right energy. Avoid storing money under your bed. The area under the bed carries stagnant, heavy energy that traps your wealth instead of letting it grow. Money needs active, positive energy to multiply. Many people believe that the safest place to keep money is hidden under their bed. After all, it seems private, out of sight, and secure. You might think that by tucking cash under your mattress or in a box beneath the bed, you are protecting your hard-earned wealth from theft or loss. But the reality is very different. Under the bed is one of the worst places to keep money if you want your wealth to grow, because the energy in that space is heavy, stagnant, and completely unsuitable for attracting prosperity. The area under your bed is not just a physical space, it is a place where energy tends to settle and become trapped. Over time, dust accumulates, objects are stored haphazardly, and movement above creates disturbances. This stagnant energy prevents the natural flow that money requires to multiply and thrive. Money, unlike objects, has energy. It responds to the environment around it. If the energy is stagnant, heavy, or negative, the money remains blocked, and even if it is physically safe, it is spiritually and energetically trapped. This is why people who hide money under their beds often find that Despite having some savings, they struggle with financial opportunities, face delays in income, or constantly feel that their wealth slips through their fingers. Keeping money under the bed also connects it with sleep and rest, which are meant to be times of calm and renewal for human energy, not a place for blocked financial energy. Every night as you sleep, you are lying above your money, which can cause subtle disturbances. The weight of the bed in your presence may symbolically suppress the flow of prosperity. Moreover, the hidden nature of the money creates a sense of secrecy and fear. You may subconsciously associate your wealth with anxiety, insecurity, or mistrust, and these emotions repel abundance instead of inviting it. When energy around money is fearful or stagnant, it cannot attract more. Instead, it tends to dissipate or create obstacles. Another problem is that underbed storage makes it easy for money to be forgotten. Once tucked away, it is out of daily sight, and you may not even remember to use it, invest it, or move it into productive channels. Money that is hidden and forgotten loses its potential. Wealth does not grow in inactivity. It requires movement, circulation, and awareness. Money that is out of sight under the bed may seem safe, but it is disconnected from the energy of opportunity. When money is actively engaged, accounted for, and placed in spaces that vibrate with positive energy, it multiplies and attracts more. The solution is simple yet powerful. Instead of hiding money under your bed, find a place that is elevated, clean, and filled with positive energy. Drawers, cabinets, or boxes kept in organized, calm areas of your home are far better options. The area should not be cluttered, noisy, or prone to constant disturbance. Money needs a respectful, stable environment, just like a living thing. By giving it proper space and care, you are signaling that you value it, which encourages abundance to flow toward you. Friends, it may seem harmless to hide cash under the bed, but this habit unknowingly attracts poverty instead of prosperity. Stagnant energy, secrecy, and neglect all combine to block your financial growth. By simply removing money from under the bed and placing it in a proper, energized space, you create the conditions for wealth to increase. You invite opportunity, stability, and abundance into your home. Remember, money is not just paper or coins, it is energy. Treat it wisely, place it in the right environment, and watch how your financial life begins to shift for the better. Do not keep money near bathrooms or drains. Bathrooms and sinks represent drainage and loss. Keeping cash in these areas invites financial leakage and prevents prosperity from staying in your home. One of the most common mistakes people make with their money is keeping it near bathrooms or drains. At first glance, it may seem harmless. You might think that placing cash in a drawer, a cabinet, or even a small box near the bathroom is convenient, safe, or discreet. However, the energy in bathrooms and around drains is not conducive to wealth. Bathrooms are spaces where water flows, and water in this context symbolizes drainage, not just of physical waste, but also of energy, including financial energy. When money is kept in such areas, it becomes vulnerable to leakage, loss, and stagnation. The very nature of bathrooms is cleansing and releasing. They are designed to take away negativity and waste from our bodies. But the same principle applies to energy. Anything stored there, including money, is exposed to the constant movement and removal of energy. This movement may seem subtle, but over time it creates an environment that drains prosperity instead of nurturing it. The effect is not merely symbolic. Psychologically, placing money in areas associated with waste or loss sends a subconscious message to your mind that your wealth is disposable or temporary. Every time you walk past the bathroom, flush a toilet, or wash your hands, there is a subtle energetic association forming between money and loss. Even if the money is physically untouched, it is constantly subjected to an environment that undermines its ability to grow. This is why people who store cash in or near bathrooms often find that they struggle to hold on to their earnings, face unexpected expenses, or experience a slow drain of financial stability. The energy of water in this sense becomes a silent but powerful force working against the accumulation of wealth. Many people also place money near sinks in kitchens or bathrooms without realizing the connection between flowing water and financial leakage. While water is life-giving, it can also symbolize continuous outflow when associated with stored money. Every time you use the sink, energy around the cash shifts and flows away. Even small movements like running water or cleaning activities create subtle vibrations that disturb the stability of money. Money stored in such a location may physically remain there, but energetically, it is being pushed away. Opportunities to increase wealth may seem delayed, and financial growth may be slower than expected. This is why mindful placement is essential. Wealth thrives in calm, stable, and grounded areas, not spaces dominated by drainage, water, and energy loss. The solution is simple but transformative. Money should be stored in areas that are clean, elevated, and separate from spaces associated with waste or loss. Drawers, cabinets, or small boxes in living rooms, bedrooms, or offices are far more suitable. The space should allow energy to circulate positively without interference from flowing water or negative associations. By giving your wealth a proper environment, you are signaling to the universe and to your subconscious mind that your money is valued, safe, and meant to grow. This simple act can create a ripple effect, attracting new opportunities, enhancing financial stability, and even preventing unnecessary losses. Friends, keeping money near bathrooms or drains may seem convenient, but it is one of the most common habits that unknowingly attract poverty. Water flows, energy moves, and anything placed there is subtly drained away. By being mindful and removing money from these areas, you align your financial energy with stability and abundance. Wealth is not just about earning, it is also about preserving, nurturing, and respecting the energy around it. When you place money in the right space, free from drains, flows, and negative energy, you create the conditions for prosperity to thrive naturally and effortlessly in your home. Keep money away from entrances and floor corners. Entrances are energy gates, and floor corners trap stagnant energy. Both places make your money vulnerable to instability and block the flow of abundance. Another place in your home that can unintentionally block wealth is near entrances and floor corners. Many people think that keeping money close to the main door or in floor-level corners is convenient, but in reality, these are some of the worst places to store cash. Entrances act as energy gateways for your home. Every time someone enters or exits, energy flows in and out, bringing with it both positive and negative vibrations. While this constant movement is essential for welcoming fresh energy into your home, it is not suitable for storing money. Cash, like any form of wealth, thrives in calm, stable, and protected spaces. When placed near an entrance, money is constantly exposed to the ebb and flow of energy, which creates instability. It is as if your wealth is always on the move, never settling, never allowed to grow, and constantly vulnerable to loss. Floor corners present a similar problem. Many people hide money in low cabinets, under rugs, or in corners close to the floor. They feel these are safe, secretive spots, but in reality, corners are areas where energy tends to stagnate. The energy does not circulate well, and anything kept in such a space absorbs that stagnation. Over time, this blocked energy affects not only the money but also your financial mindset. You may find opportunities delayed, bills piling up, or income not growing as expected. Money in stagnant energy zones becomes inactive. It loses the vibrancy it needs to attract more wealth. The symbolic meaning is clear when wealth is kept in a corner or near the entrance. It is on the periphery of your life rather than being nurtured in a place of focus, respect, and energy circulation. There is also a psychological component. Money kept at entrances or on the floor is vulnerable to being forgotten, overlooked, or even treated casually. It may be exposed to accidental damage, spillage, or constant movement from cleaning and foot traffic. This neglect subtly teaches the mind that money is not important, and when money is treated as insignificant, opportunities to grow wealth are often lost. Wealth requires awareness and attention. It requires a space where it can be honored, counted, and placed in alignment with positive energy. Entrances and corners do the opposite. They constantly subject money to chaotic energy and neglect, which attracts poverty instead of abundance. The solution is both simple and powerful. Money should be stored in locations that are elevated, stable, and in clean areas where energy flows positively rather than chaotically. Drawers, shelves, or cabinets that are well organized, free of clutter, and away from constant movement are ideal. This not only protects your money from physical disturbances but also allows it to sit in a space of positive energy, where it can attract prosperity naturally. Elevation is important because it symbolizes respect and prominence, both energetically and psychologically. When wealth is placed in a stable, elevated, and energetic location, it has the freedom to grow, attract new opportunities, and remain secure. Friends, keeping money near entrances or in floor corners may seem practical, but it blocks abundance in ways you cannot immediately see. Energy constantly moves in these spaces, and money kept there absorbs instability, stagnation, and chaos. By consciously relocating cash to calm, elevated, and positive energy areas, you align your financial life with prosperity. Wealth, after all, is not just physical currency, it is energy. It responds to how you treat it, where you place it, and how you respect it. Protect your money from entrances and floor corners, and you will notice a shift. Opportunities will flow more easily, financial stress will reduce, and your money will finally have the space and energy it needs to multiply and attract abundance. Do not store money in cluttered areas. Clutter blocks energy and suffocates your wealth. Money needs clear, organized, and open spaces to attract opportunities and grow. Another major reason people struggle to maintain and grow wealth in their homes is keeping money in cluttered areas. Many people believe that stuffing cash into drawers filled with old papers, bills, receipts, or unused items is a good way to hide it. They think that money in a drawer or cabinet among other items is safe because it is out of sight. But the truth is that clutter blocks energy and suffocates the natural flow of prosperity. Just as stagnant air makes it difficult to breathe, cluttered spaces prevent money from attracting the positive energy it needs to grow. Energy, whether physical, emotional, or financial, requires clarity, openness, and movement. When your money is surrounded by chaos, it is trapped in that chaos. Opportunities become harder to find, financial decisions may feel blocked, and wealth that could have multiplied remains stagnant. Cluttered spaces not only affect the energy around money but also affect your subconscious mind. When you see piles of unused items, old bills, or disorganized drawers, it creates a sense of disorder and mental heaviness. Your subconscious mind connects the disorder in your physical environment to disorder in your financial life. You may notice unexpected expenses, delays in income, or difficulty saving. Clutter sends a message that resources are limited or that wealth is not valued. When money is treated as unimportant or neglected, the universe reflects that attitude, and abundance becomes more difficult to attract. Your home is a reflection of your energy, and cluttered spaces indicate stagnation and lack. Keeping money in cluttered areas also increases the risk of losing it. In the confusion of piled-up objects, cash can be forgotten, misplaced, or accidentally thrown away. Money that is neglected, even if it is physically present, loses its potential. Wealth is not meant to sit unnoticed. It thrives when it is respected, counted, and placed intentionally. By keeping cash in chaotic spaces, you are unconsciously telling yourself and the universe that wealth is disposable or unimportant. This is why, despite earning well, some people find that money slips through their fingers or never accumulates as it should. The solution is simple but requires discipline. Money should be stored in clean, organized, and energetic spaces. Drawers or cabinets that are dedicated solely to storing cash, valuables, or financial documents are ideal. These spaces should be free of clutter and maintained regularly to ensure positive energy is circulating. By creating a dedicated, clean area for money, you signal that wealth is important and deserving of care. Energy can then flow freely around your money, allowing it to attract opportunities, grow, and remain protected. Organization is not just a physical act, it is a spiritual and energetic principle. A well-maintained, clutter-free space around money creates the right conditions for prosperity to flourish naturally. Friends, the lesson is clear. Clutter is one of the silent blockers of wealth. Many people work hard, save diligently, and still feel stuck financially because their money is surrounded by chaos. By removing clutter and creating a clean, organized space for money, you allow energy to move positively and abundantly. Financial energy thrives in clarity, attention, and respect. When you treat your wealth as sacred and place it in a space that supports growth, you will notice opportunities appearing more frequently, savings increasing more rapidly, and financial stress easing. Cluttered spaces keep poverty lingering. Organized, energized spaces attract prosperity. By consciously removing your money from cluttered drawers and areas, you not only protect it physically but also give it the energy and respect it needs to multiply. Wealth is not just about earning or saving, it is about creating the right environment for money to grow, flourish, and attract more abundance. When you honor your money with clean, clear, and organized spaces, you invite prosperity into your home and your life. Avoid placing money near electronics. TV, computers, and other devices emit restless energy that unsettles your money. Calm, stable, and elevated spaces are ideal for nurturing wealth. Another common mistake that blocks the flow of wealth in the home is keeping money near electronic devices such as televisions, computers, routers, or other gadgets. Many people think this is convenient. They might place cash in a drawer next to a computer, on a shelf under the television, or in a box near chargers and phones. At first glance, it seems practical. After all, these areas are easily accessible and people spend a lot of time around them. However, electronics emit constant energy vibrations, electromagnetic fields, and restless energy that can disrupt the calm, stable environment that money needs to thrive. Money is not just physical currency, it carries energy and it responds to the energy around it. When placed near electronics, this energy becomes unsettled, restless, and chaotic, which can attract financial instability rather than prosperity. Electronics create a constant flow of activity and disruption. Even when devices are turned off, they still radiate residual energy. Cash kept near these devices is continuously exposed to this movement and disturbance, preventing it from settling in a calm and nurturing environment. The subtle vibrations of electronics may seem harmless, but over time they accumulate, creating a space where money cannot grow. This restless energy interferes with the natural circulation of financial energy, and it may be one reason why some people, despite saving diligently, find their wealth stagnating or vanishing mysteriously. Money needs stability, not interference, and electronic devices create a form of energetic noise that disturbs its growth. There is also a psychological aspect. When money is stored near electronics, it often becomes part of the chaotic routine of our daily lives. Drawers under computers are opened frequently. Boxes near televisions are shifted, and devices are moved or replaced. This constant handling and disturbance of the money may symbolize instability and neglect. The subconscious mind notices this pattern and begins to associate wealth with disruption, leading to careless financial habits, missed opportunities, or even impulsive spending. In other words, storing money near electronics can unconsciously train the mind to view wealth as unstable or secondary. Financial energy and mindset are deeply connected, and disturbed energy around cash can directly impact financial behavior. The solution is simple and powerful. Money should be stored in calm, elevated, and dedicated spaces that are free from chaotic vibrations. Cabinets, drawers, or boxes that are away from electronic devices, televisions, computers, and other gadgets are ideal. By creating a peaceful, stable environment, you allow your wealth to rest, grow, and attract abundance naturally. Elevation is also key. It symbolizes respect and prominence, reinforcing the positive energy around your cash. When you remove money from electronic zones, you give it space to breathe, multiply, and invite opportunities without interference from restless energy. Friends, keeping money near electronics may seem harmless, even convenient, but it is one of the subtle yet powerful ways in which prosperity is blocked. Constant vibrations, energy flow, and disturbance make it impossible for wealth to settle and grow. By relocating your money to quiet, elevated, and stable spaces, you create the perfect environment for financial energy to flourish. Wealth, after all, is not merely physicality's living energy that thrives when nurtured, respected, and protected. The right environment amplifies opportunities, protects against unexpected loss, and encourages growth. Ultimately, the lesson is clear: electronics and gadgets are not just distractions, they are energy disruptors for your money. Keep your cash away from these devices, honor it with stability and care, and watch how abundance begins to flow naturally. When money is respected and placed in a harmonious, energized environment, it no longer stagnates, it multiplies, and it invites prosperity into your home and life. By consciously creating this space, you align your home with wealth, protection, and the natural flow of financial abundance.